What's up everyone, Adam here from Cape Crawlers, and today we're going to put four-wheel steering on our Axial SCX24 deadbolt. Welcome back to the channel everyone. Today's video is going to be a fun one. Sunday afternoon, just kind of tinkering around, checking out some projects, checking out some parts and pieces. Figured I'd give a shot at putting four-wheel steering on the deadbolt. So I've got old snaggletooth here, and I've got a stock front housing lying around, EMax servos. So I've got the parts and pieces to do it. So I figured why not just give it a shot and see how it works out. So that's what we're going to do. So let's take a look at what I got for parts and pieces, and we'll talk about our plan, and then we'll give it a go and see how it works. Check it out. Here's our parts and pieces here. So I've got a stock housing. This actually came off of the deadbolt when it was stock. I had just lying around. I've amassed a bunch of EMax servos and mounting trays. So I've clipped up the stock servo mount. I'm going to stick the EMax in there. I like to glue these down, so I'm going to throw some glue on there. We got the servo and the mount. We've got the front housing. We're going to put this on the back of the deadbolt. I've also got, since I swapped out the axles for the new RC all-wheel drive CVD extended axles, I've got these dog bone extended front axles. So I've got enough to make the track width match what I've got going on with my build. I've got the parts, so I'm going to give it a shot. So what we're going to do is take some of the key components off of the deadbolt rear end. I want this Trio diff cover. We're going to take the flex blades off of here, and then we're going to bolt that stuff onto this new housing, put the servo mount on there, wire it up, and see what we can do. So this should be a fairly easy swap. The linkage here in the back is a little wider on the rear housing here than it is on the servo mount for the front, but we'll give it a shot, see how it works. And if it doesn't work, we'll swap it back. If it does, cool, but we're going to give it a shot. So I'm going to start piecing this together, and then I'll circle back with you guys when I've got it in a place that we can look at it a little further. All right, moment of truth. So we got everything wired up. So this should, if we use the channel 3 switch, oh yeah, look at that. There we go. Awesome. Let me flip this around so you guys can see. So got the EMax servo in the back. We got everything switched over nice and clean. It was actually really easy. It didn't take long at all. Very surprised. Look at that. Perfect. I'm going to play around with this thing, see how it works, see if I can get the hang of it. I'll also show you how it worked from the wiring perspective. Alright, so here's how I wired this thing up. So I ran the servo up the back and then plugged this into the auxiliary switch here. So on these V1 electronics, you've got the brake, LED, and auxiliary. That's where you put it. And then the Furatech Lizard goes in the channel 2. Then you have your steering. So that's where you plug it in. Right there is the auxiliary. And then you control it with your channel 3 switch on the remote. So I'm going to button this up, and then I'm going to get out on the course to play around with it, see how it works, and we'll get some more footage and then report back to you. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Like crab walked right across that tight section. So awesome. Oh, it's so nice. It can go around such tight corners and avoid that drop off in the back. So easy. And crab walk down the side. So good. I'm loving the four-wheel steer, guys. This is awesome. There you have it, four-wheel steering on old Snaggletooth here. Just when I think this thing can't get any more capable, and I say this a lot. Here we are again. Snaggletooth has once again taken a quantum leap forward in performance. With this rear-wheel steering, this thing is just even more capable. I don't know what else I can do to this thing to make it to be any more lethal than it already is. But I say that a lot too, and then I keep stumbling upon things. But what a build, man, and what a cool project, right? That was about an hour start to finish, and it was just instant gratification. I love projects like that. It goes nice and smooth, everything bolts up, works the way it should. That was a great project. So super cool. I might do this to a couple other rigs. We'll see what I got for parts laying around. I am pretty enamored by this, and I'm already kind of thinking in my head, what would the Gladiator look like with four-wheel steer on the portals? I'd have to order another front set of portals, but I'm kind of thinking I'll do the Gladiator next. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Should we pull the trigger and get the portal axle front set for the rear of the Gladiator and do four-wheel steer on that bad boy too? This was a fun project, and when it's always successful like this, it gives me the itch to keep going and see what else I can put it on. I like the quick wins. So let me know your thoughts down below. As always, I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.